What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick.
My name's Nathan.
And this is Full Throttle Cars. Today, we're up here at the IX Center in Cleveland, going to the Cleveland Auto Show. We're going to have a couple videos while we're up here, but this first one is just going to be a walk around of some of the cars inside. So with that said, we'll jump right into the video. Alright guys, so right off the bat, we got this base model C8 Corvette in orange. Very low option. I think only the performance exhaust, but it's got the white interior. I don't know what the actual color is, but I think if I would get one, this would be the interior color I would get. Really cool. All right, guys, we're gonna check out the window sticker here so you can see coming in just under $65,000. We've got the $1,000 orange paint here, and then a spoiler option as well as the performance exhaust. But those are really the only options on this. It's a pretty basic C8. We can take a quick look into the front here. All right, guys, here's the facts on this Z06. We got 670 horsepower, 2.6 seconds, 0 to 60, and a 10.6 quarter mile. This is a really cool spec. I love this gray with this red interior and the red brake calipers. But check out the interior there. We've got the carbon back seats, as well as a carbon steering wheel and paddle shifters, and a lot of carbon in that center console area. We've also got the Brembo carbon ceramic brakes down here. Really cool wheels on the Z06 as well.
All right, so the first thing here in the Audi section is this RS E-Tron GT. And right here, the first thing that I notice are these enormous brakes. And it just looks really interesting with an electric car here. This is a very expensive, very cool electric car. Get you guys a clip of the back here. You can see the carbon fiber right along the bottom and the significant lack of an exhaust pipe. Then moving around the side, these wheels, I'm not exactly sure what to make of them. They definitely look interesting. Not exactly my taste, but then look at the back brakes here. They're not near as huge as these front ones. Very interesting, very cool.
All right, guys, we're sitting inside the BMW M3 competition. I'm sitting in these carbon fiber racing seats. You can see on this side a little bit. It's got a cool glowing M3 there in the center, but these are the most hugging seats. I'm a pretty small person, and these are really hugging me. These side bolsters, you've got huge right here, huge bolsters on the bottom of the seat, also like handles here almost. They're all carbon fiber, which is really neat. We've also got carbon fiber on the steering wheel. I'll take you guys inside here. Of course, we've got a virtual cockpit showing you the doors open right there. Really cool in here. Of course, the M3 competition, we've got carbon fiber absolutely everywhere. I would say though, I do not think I would like to drive this car every single day. These seats would certainly get old. But check out these carbon paddle shifters right here. That is so cool. Also got the heated steering wheel, you can see. Really cool car though. We'll get you a walk around from the outside too. All right, guys, so Nick is right. I could never sit in this thing. These are squeezing my thighs. I mean, I'd say I'm a pretty average person height-wise, but width, So if you are at all big, no sirree, are you driving this thing. All right, so here's just a quick little walk around from the outside. Check out these wheels, really cool wheels with the gold brake calipers, carbon fiber here on the side skirts, going around a big indent there on the side skirt to channel that air around. All right, guys, just taking a quick look into this electric BMW, the i4 M50. Check out this massive screen that runs all the way from the driver's side over there towards the center console. It's kind of split into two right there, if you can see. Carbon fiber in the center. It's actually not that expensive of a car. I'll show you the sticker and facts here real quick. All right, guys, so here's the fact sheet. It actually only starts at about $66,000. which is pretty cool. You can see all the optional equipment here that is on this one. So this is the M variant. 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. I did not see that. Actually has 536 horsepower. For that price, that's actually not a bad deal. You can see it from the outside. Kind of an interesting green color, but really cool car.
All right, we are in a Dodge TRX right now. This is a very cool truck. If you just want to hop inside, look at this interior. You can see the screen up front, but what's really impressive on the interior is actually this touch screen right here. This is absolutely huge. Here's my hand for reference size. Here's your steering wheel. You got your paddle shifters right here. Really cool, really sporty truck. And we really hope that there's a Ford Raptor here that we can compare it to.
Watch the suspension flex when you get in here. It's got big racing, like off-road racing suspension back here. Absolutely massive wheels and tires. We'll take a look up under the hood. 702 horsepower under there. You can see it right over there, the big 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi. And a quick side view shot for you guys here. This one's in red with some gray. A really cool spec on this. One really cool thing I want to show you guys right here. We've got a T-Rex eating a Raptor. Not very subtle there by Ram what they're trying to do with this truck. All right, guys, right here we've got the all-new electric Hummer. We'll take a quick walk around. Check this thing out. Huge wheels right here. Huge wheels and tires. I wish we could get up inside of it, but unfortunately we cannot. The big charging port area back there. It's got a really big door on that. Interesting. You can see a little bit up in there. I'll hand the phone off to Nathan so you can get a better view up there.
Give you guys a little bit of a view of the interior. You can see the screen up there. Actually, you can see a little bit of the interior. That's pretty cool looking at that screen. That's pretty big right in front of you. And then you have an even bigger screen that's right for your infotainment system.
Here's a quick look from the front. A really neat light bar that goes all the way across. Of course, it says Hummer. And this is actually being sold as a GMC Hummer rather than a standalone brand as Hummer was before. All right, guys, right here we've got the all-new 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. The all-electric F-150 has got really cool lights up here. Interesting wheels on this. They're really aerodynamic looking, especially for those electric vehicles. You got the charge door right there on the front. Pretty nice looking interior. We'll go around the side to get you a better view. Right here we've got a little bit of a better view of the interior. You can see some in there. Can't get too close to it, unfortunately. There is a ring around it, but pretty big back seat. I don't know what I think about the name Lightning. I wish it was a more performance vehicle to keep that F-150 Lightning name, but a really cool tail light here. You can see the light bar runs all the way across. You can quickly see the chart here. If you want to take a look at that real quick, you can pause the video. All right, here's just a little bit of the Bronco area. We're going to see that Bronco go up this big incline right here. I will say this is not as big as the Jeep incline, though. I do have to say that. We did take a drive in some of the Ram trucks. That was pretty neat. But this is pretty steep, though. I don't know how, what degree or anything, but that is pretty steep, and that's going to be a big descent. All right, guys, just walking down through the Recharge Rally area here. We got a nice 911R right here. Pretty rare car. We've got a nice Cayman GT4 right here. Really neat color. Got the high wing. We got another Porsche right here. Then we've got a Rocket Bunny kit on this Nissan Z right here. I believe it is a 350Z. Really cool kit on here. This thing is stanched. You can see the camber on the front wheels. Really thick tires as well. This is a really neat kit, though. Interesting color on here. Really big deep dish wheels as well. And we've got a nice M3 over here. All right, guys, check out this Ferrari race car. I believe it is an F430 Challenge. Shout out One Loud Ferrari on Instagram. This thing is really cool. First time I've actually seen this car in person, but I've heard it on Instagram clips and stuff. This thing is extremely loud. Really cool gold BBS wheels on that with the kind of chrome dish around it. You can check out on the interior real quick. Of course, this is a full-on race car, so basically race seats in there. Big carbon fiber wing on the back. I also want to point out this really cool color on this RS6 right here. This RS6 wagon on some gold HREs with this really cool purple paint color. Huge brakes on there. Really cool car.
Okay, so we got a yellow Murcielago right here with some Ohio Pie pizza boxes on the top for whatever reason. This is an older Lamborghini, not old, but still looks really cool. And you can see those sides where it's taking air in right in the back. Those always look really cool whenever I look at a Murcielago. Then we've got a Ferrari F12, I believe is what it is. All right, after the black Ferrari there, we have this this Z06 Corvette. This looks really cool. He's got quite a few extra pieces of carbon fiber here, right here on the bottom, on this lip here, then around the wheels, then running up the side skirt right there. It looks really cool. He's got a big carbon fiber on the wing in the back as well. Okay, so running down another line of fancy cars, we have this Porsche GT3 RS, one of my favorite type of Porsches right here. Love that giant green wing on the back. And then right next to it, you have this gray McLaren GT. And then just up yonder, we have this red McLaren 720S. And this thing just looks beautiful. I really have always liked the way McLarens just glisten, and they've just got this, it's not too futuristic forcing, but it's just a really cool overall design, and even have that that carbon fiber rear view mirror right there. Lastly, in the row here, we have a McLaren 570 right here. Look at the air intake on the side. You guys can see that right there. That looks really cool, and I assume that the door handle is right under this this middle running support that goes up the door. Then you can't really get a view of the inside, but you can see, you know, these two McLarens right here sitting next to one another with a Rolls Royce right behind them.
All right, guys, check out this Dodge Charger. Absolutely huge engine under the hood, and absolutely massive drag radials on the back. It's got the roll cage back here. Full-on drag race car. Absolutely huge exhaust pipe down there. And check out that tire on the back. This thing is built for the strip. All right, one more classic I want to show you guys is 1960 Impala. Really cool. It's got the big fins there on the back. Check out the inside. Interesting here, you don't have any bar on the door here between. It's just a big open area where the windows are. All red interior, big chrome wheels down here. All right, guys, we'll just gloss over some of the cars the Triple F collection has here, since we have seen them before on the channel. We got the Ferrari LaFerrari right here, of course, red Ferrari color. Then we got the Bugatti Chiron over here, the really neat two-tone blue with some carbon fiber. You can see that blue interior right there as well. All right, guys, we got the Koenigsegg Regera, possibly one of my favorite vehicles from the Triple F collection. I really love Koenigsegg's. Now, my favorite car probably there is the Koenigsegg Agera RS, and I'm really excited to see the Triple F collection's Jesko when it comes in. Really cool. Now, a car we have not actually seen on the channel of the Triple F collection is the Huracan STO. The first time I have seen this in person, the first time it has been in one of our videos. Really cool color, really cool spec on this. Kind of like an Ohio State spec. It's got red with some black, and then of course the gray carbon everywhere, as well as the gray on the roof and on the rear deck lid here. Really big rear wing back here as well. And of course the center mount exhaust. We've got the McLaren Senna here. This and the Bugatti Chiron were the first vehicles of the Triple F collection I have seen, and we saw on the channel way back at the Toy Barn Car Show a few years ago. Really cool that they still have this thing. Really cool spec, this orange and navy blue, and of course then navy blue is carbon. I don't know how well that comes through on camera. Get that in close so you guys can see that. All right, guys, here is the new Subaru WRX. What are your guys' thoughts? I'm really not a huge fan of these plastic looking fenders here, how they stick out. It really kind of looks to me like the Crosstrek of Subaru. We'll take a look on the inside here in a minute, but just a quick walk around to the back. The rear end doesn't look too bad, but it does have a big same kind of plasticky material diffuser here. It does have a quad exhaust, which is nice. I am just not a huge fan of the new styling on the WRX. We're jumping here to the inside of the new WRX. It does have a really large touchscreen in the center, which is pretty nice. What do you think about the seats? How much room? All good over there?
Room is actually pretty good for me. I want to go back to the screen you were mentioning. That's actually a theme that I'm noticing looking at a lot of the new cars in here, is they just want to go bigger and bigger of screens, and I actually really like this design.
All right, guys, so right here we have the all-new Nissan Z. I really love this gray color on it. Red brake calipers. This is the first time I have seen this in person. Really, really cool. I think this is a huge win for Nissan if the real production model, because as you can see on the door, this is a pre-production unit. But if the real production model looks like this and has performance that we are thinking is going to have, this is a really, really cool car. I love the rear end as well. This is just really, really cool car. Maybe a future car on the channel too. Who knows? But really excited to see this come out. All right, guys, right here we've got the MDX Type S, all new from Acura. They're branching out on their Type S for performance line. Unfortunately, there is not a TLX Type S here, and we cannot get inside this. But we'll take a quick look, show you the interior, and try to show you the window sticker if you can see it. It's pretty dark. This is actually $75,000 almost. If you want to try to pause that and see that anymore, you can. I do like this blue color on here though. I don't know if I'd be buying this for $75,000. Also here at the Acura section, we've got the orange NSX. Really reminds me of Lindsay Acura used to have an orange NSX like this. This is a really cool car. I love the NSX, especially in this orange color. It really pops. I like these wheels that are on it as well. Nathan just got out of the A-Spec TLX. We'll take a quick jump in there. Do you have any thoughts on it? This is the A-Spec TLX 2022.
Yeah, it actually felt pretty good getting down in here, and let me hop down in here again and show you guys. This is one of the cars that I hopped into, and I can truly feel comfortable being the bigger gentleman that I am. And then the first thing that I noticed is this is a car that's very unlike the rest in terms of the infotainment. It's using somewhat of a touchpad here, which I get the sense might be a little bit safer, but I don't think it's as cool, but it does feel really good, and you got the paddle shifters right here on the wheel.
All right, guys, so I'm jumping in here into the 2022 A-Spec TLX. Now, we cannot get into a Type S, unfortunately, because they do not have one here, but this is a pretty similar interior to what you're going to get on the Type S. It does have this really cool, I'll take the camera here from Nathan. Check out down here. These right here will be lights. They run up through here. Some nice like aluminum trim there. You got your drive dial selector there. From the cockpit here, the driver's seat, you got the nice paddles right here. And one thing interesting about this, a lot of the cars, especially the luxury cars, are going to an all digital display up here. Acura still has an analog display for the RPMs as well as the speed. Now this is a pretty far set back screen. I don't have it on, so I don't know exactly how it would be, but this is a pretty nice cockpit and a very nice place to be. Very comfortable and pretty large feeling. Again, I am pretty small, but this does have a lot of room up here. All right, guys, so we forgot to close out the video while we're at the auto show, but that is going to wrap up our first video. There will be another video next week with some other cars that we did not show in this one. So if you enjoyed, be sure to go down, drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.